Hey everybody, are you ready for now we're out of water update? Even though we haven't ran out of water since Adam and Eve, but all of a sudden, Agenda 2030, we're out of water. Except for those data centers that are going to use millions of gallons of water per day. The 2,000 to 3,000 data centers that are being built right now in America. Those are okay. Let's start with Utah.
Something this big is on the line.
What about the tool on natural resources?
You're interrupting my meeting. The next time you'll be removed.
There are bound to be interruptions.
Where's that research coming from?
Several of them. People feeling blindsided.
I'm hearing a lot of ifs, shoulds.
Okay, we're answering questions. Okay, we're not going to be taking a bunch of public comment.
The public comment happened last week. Many people here saying they never heard about it. The project would generate its own power, estimated at more than twice what the whole state of Utah currently uses. Utah's Military Installation Development Authority, or MIDA, is working with the developer.
The data centers are expected to use closed-loop cooling systems. That means water is brought in initially, but then reused over and over again.
Gas from a Nevada pipeline would help generate the power, all of it supporting military AI needs and cloud computing that they say the U.S. is falling far behind on. But with such a rushed process, people here are slow to give their trust.
I need my water to take care of my cattle. If they're going to allocate 13,000 acre feet of water and then not use it, I just don't believe them.
So now this is what's happening in Utah. Coming to a state near you. Now let's move on over to Arizona.
The city of Phoenix is anticipating serious cuts to our water supply from the Colorado River.
We are certainly at a point where the risk of unilateral federal action is very high.
Yeah.
It's a day they've been preparing for, and with it, more action will need to be taken. Right now, the City of Phoenix Drought Management Plan is at stage 1, which focuses on educating the public on water conservation. It's a warning that water is running out, and it's worked, like homeowners getting rid of the grass in their yards and using more water-efficient appliances. But with these anticipated cuts at the federal level,
We cannot conserve our way out of the problem of this magnitude.
on Tuesday, the Water Services Department announced by the end of the year, Phoenix will likely enter stage 2 of the plan, where they will have to use backup water supplies to meet demand.
It may include things like additional conservation education, expansion of water audits, incentives, and rebates to ensure efficient use of water.
It could also bring surcharges, meaning if someone uses more water than what they are allocated, they could face additional charges for it.
Hydrogen and oxygen create water in the ground. Unlimited resources. That's the veins of the earth, just like oil. You are being lied to.
What happens to that water? It gets generated with a lot of forever chemicals in it. And we, the EPA, does not have the equipment to actually clean that out. So I can tell you for a fact, the Google facility up in New Albany that currently exists today, it uses 387,000 gallons of water per day. That's the size of a small town.
Bro caught my last video and decided to call me ignorant because I asked the question why data centers can't just use reverse osmosis to create more water. Honey, if you only knew how right I actually was. You're playing checkers with the official science, and I'm out here trying to find the source code. Let's talk about these millions of gallons of water that they pull every single day. So the textbook answer is that they need it for what's called evaporative cooling to stop the scaling. And that's that crusty white mineral buildup that's going to choke the pipes. But why did they even need that much cooling? That's because the data centers aren't just storing your cloud photos. They're like the motherboards for this entire reality, and they're hardwired, like plugged in directly to the sun planet. Yeah, you heard me. That star in the sky, it's a high voltage reflective sphere. When you plug a planetary power core into a localized grid, the heat isn't just hot, it's this molecular meltdown. And this is where the RO comes in. They're not just filtering water, they're performing a biological data wipe. So by forcing millions of gallons through those membranes, they strip the water of its memory, if you will, and its minerals, because minerals act like tiny antennas that would pick up the sun flux raw frequency and fry the hardware. They're creating no water. Now, that isn't about consuming a resource, I guess. It's about a multiplication loop. They take that purified empty liquid and cycle it at such a high velocity that it creates a thermal vacuum. So, I mean, you can call me ignorant if it helps you sleep, But while you're worrying about the plumbing, I'm watching them scrub the atoms of the planet just to keep this sky lamp from flickering. I really didn't trip over my words per se, I just bypassed your firewall. And if you guys really want to trip out, next time the sun is out, look at the sun, close your eyes, and tell me what you see.
After watching that video, I was on a 2-day hiatus, binge researching everything I could on water and memory. And guess what ChatGPT told me? That there's no such thing as water holding memory at all. That it's unprovable, that it can't be tested. We all know by now that the human body is comprised of 40 to 60% water. And we, the human beings, have thoughts and emotions and everything else that exists in our own biofield. Everything that exists in our biofield is our consciousness. What are the odds that you go to convey all the information that was presented in that video, go to ChatGPT, only for ChatGPT to come back and say, it's all fringe, it's all conspiracy, it's all cap. There is no such thing as water holding memory.
Here is water memory. You can do this experiment yourself just by showing an image to water for around 30 seconds and then freezing the water, and you will see a reflection of the image you showed it. This proves that water holds memory. It has consciousness. This is because water can change its structure depending on the vibrations it comes into contact with. This is where things start to get a bit crazy with words. Placing the word schizophrenia in water and then freezing it shows this image of a double-faced person. This proves that water is intelligent and is reacting to vibrations of the words. Now that you understand this concept, what do you think happens when you are drinking Monster Energy, or with cans which imprinted the word of death? You are drinking crystallized water with the imprinted vibration of death. You are filling 70% of your body, which is water, with the vibration of death. Tap water is mixed with sewage and all sorts of toxins inside of these facilities. Although they may remove some of the toxins from the water, the crystallized vibration of this water is still very bad. The ancients didn't just build beautiful water fountains for no reason. They had a purpose of moving the water so that it restructures the vibration of the water. Water is basically the internet of the earth. It has consciousness and intelligence.
This is just a little nudge within me, but my question is this. Since we are comprised mainly of water, and inside of the water, we are consciousness, and so is the water within us. And they're trying to strip the very memory out of water, which is basically the memory out of creation, which is us, the walking, talking version of Mother Nature. Does this mean that they're trying to strip the memory from all consciousness of humanity? In the sense where they're trying to create a clean hard drive wipe of our minds and everything that we know, and erase everything that's within our consciousness to make us into a node for the machine, for the AI, stripping us of our individuality, of our own identity, and everything else that we are, for the sole purpose of uploading our consciousness into the Internet of Things. Am I reaching? What do you think? Spam your thoughts in the comments below.